soul. Cobalt Blue Thunder rolling down the line, chrome wheels flashing and I'm feeling mighty fine. Cobalt Blue Thunder, shake that highway ground, rock and roll forever when those wheels go round. Cobalt Blue Thunder, hear that big rig roar. Cobalt Blue Thunder, give me 1 mile more. Roll on, Blue Thunder, rock and roll. One, two, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Come on. We got a full tank burning and a radio loud, moon hanging high like it's watching the crowd. There's nobody dancing, but I don't care. I got a highway rhythm blowing through the air, white lines jumping to the snare drum beat, big tires singing underneath my feet. Every little town that I leave behind gets another dose of this rockin' kind. We're gonna rock this highway tonight. Keep those headlights burning bright. Shake every bridge from left to right. We're gonna rock this highway tonight. Rock it, roll it, don't you slow it down. Rock this highway all the way to town. There's a truck stop glowing about a mile ahead, hot black coffee and a jukebox painted red. I pulled that blue rig into number 9, dropped me a nickel and I heard that rhythm shine. Mechanic started tapping with a wrench in his hand. Waitress started moving when she heard that band. Drivers from the counter jumped out of their chairs. Pretty soon the whole place was rocking everywhere. We're gonna rock this highway tonight. Keep those headlights burning bright. Shake every bridge from left to right. We're gonna rock this highway tonight. Piano, come on now, let those 88s roll. Back on the road with the windows cracked, trailer dancing like it's keeping the backbeat track. Cobalt hood shining underneath the moon, and the wheels keep rolling to a rockabilly tune. Got another state waiting over that hill, and a whole lot of highway left to thrill. So turn that radio up another notch or two. Tonight this road belongs to me and you. No velvet rope, no ballroom floor, just 16 wheels and an open door. No fancy lights, no sad crowd, just rock and roll and play it loud. We're gonna rock this highway tonight. Keep those headlights burning bright. Shake every bridge from left to right. We're gonna rock this highway tonight. Rock it, roll it, roll it, roll it. Keep that blue truck moving. We're gonna rock, we're gonna roll, we're gonna rock this highway tonight. See you at the next truck stop. Yeah. Well, look at that chrome. Keep 'em rolling. Hollis took the wheels before the break of day. Now they're throwing little pieces of the sunlight every way. Blue cap shining like a jewel upon flashed his lights twice, said, brother, looking fine. We ran side by side till the road got thin. Two blue highway kings with the radios kicking in. Past the farms and the water tower, making good time mile after hour. Every little curve makes the trailer swing. Man, you ought to hear those big tires sing. Chrome wheels keep rolling, rolling all night long. Chrome wheels keep rolling to a hot rockabilly song. Yeah, pick a guitar, keep that slap bass walking. Chrome in the morning, chrome at night, chrome when the moon throws silver light. Grease on my hands, dust on my clothes, but when that engine starts, everybody knows. Someday maybe I'll park this rig, find a little house where the oak trees grow big. But tonight ain't the night for settling down. I've got another load heading out of town. So polish that mirror, check that load. Give me another 100 miles of road. When my old heart finally quits this song, those chrome wheels better keep rolling on. Chrome wheels keep rolling, rolling all night long. Chrome wheels keep rolling to a hot rockabilly song. Round and around, town to town, rock and roll will never let me down. Chrome wheels keep rolling, chrome wheels keep rolling. Chrome wheels keep rolling, oh, oh. Keep 'em shining, keep 'em rolling, yeah. Woo. Hey, piano man, give that blue truck some boogie. I pulled into Tulsa about 2:45. Had a cup of black coffee sitting next to me. Then somebody hit the piano in the corner of the room, and every tired driver started shaking off the gloom. Left hand rolling like a freight train wheel, right hand jumping with a red hot feel. I slapped the counter, said play it again. He grinned and kicked that boogie up to 10. Blue truck boogie, boogie down the road. Blue truck boogie with a heavy load. Piano rocking, big wheels knocking. Everybody move your feet. Blue truck boogie got that highway beat. Back in the cab and the rhythm wouldn't quit. My left foot tapping every time I shifted it. Trailer started bouncing like a dancing queen. Funkiest big blue truck that you've ever seen. Past a highway patrol sitting under a tree. He looked at that truck and then he looked at me. I kept it legal but I couldn't sit still. That boogie piano chased me over every hill. Blue truck boogie, boogie down the road. Blue truck boogie with a heavy load. Let it roll. Come on, guitar. cabin, started dancing on the floor. Foreman shouted, buddy, what got into you? I said, a little rock and roll and a truck painted blue. He laughed so hard that he dropped his pen. Then somebody yelled, play that boogie again. Boogie left, boogie right, blue truck rolling through the night. Boogie high, boogie low, kick that piano, go man, go. Blue truck boogie, boogie down the road. Blue truck boogie with a heavy load. Piano rocking, big wheels are knocking. Everybody move your feet. Blue truck boogie, got that highway beat. Keep that piano rolling. Blue truck boogie. Ready? Pedal down. Go. Well, 5:15 and the sun's going low. Got a long straight highway and I'm ready to go. Blue paint flashing like electric fire. Shift that gear, let the engine climb higher. Slap bass popping like a hammer on steel. Snare drum cracking underneath the wheel. Guitar screaming from the radio. Come on, baby, we got miles to go. Pedal down, rock and roll. Fire in the engine, rhythm in my soul. Pedal down, don't lose control. We're burning up the highway with a rock and roll. Go, go, go. Let the big rig roll. Go, go. Rock and roll. Rock and roll. Past Amarillo with the evening sun. 1,000 miles behind and I'm still having fun. Truck stop sign said dance tonight. But this old highway is my dance floor tonight. I got chrome for lights, got ties for shoes. Got an AM radio playing rhythm and blues. Every gear change hits right on time. The engine keeps singing that rockabilly rhyme. Pedal down, rock and roll. Fire in the engine, rhythm in my soul. Pedal down, don't lose control. We're burning up the highway with a rock and roll. Go, guitar, go. Slap that bass. Slap that bass. That bass. Hey, who's gonna stop this blue machine? Cleanest, meanest rig you've ever seen. Hey, who's gonna turn that radio down? Nobody, baby. We're heading out of town. Stars came out, but I'm wide awake. Every little curve is another move I make. Motors humming and the dashboard glows. Where this night ends, nobody knows. Maybe I'll stop when the morning comes. Maybe I'll keep rolling with those pounding drums. As long as there's blacktop under these wheels, I'll keep chasing that rock and roll feeling. Pedal down, shift it up, don't you stop. Hold it tight, all blue, all through the night. Pedal down, rock and roll. Fire in the engine, rhythm in my soul. Pedal down, don't lose control. We're burning up the highway with a rock and roll. Pedal down, rock and roll. Pedal down, rock and roll. One more mile, one more song. Keep that Cobalt truck rolling on. Go, go, go. Go, go. Go, go. 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 Shake it. Rattle it. Here comes that freight line. They loaded up heavy at 8:45. Cobalt cap shining at the loading line. Foreman slapped the door, said you ready to roll. I fired that motor and I felt it in my soul. Crates in the trailer started keeping the beat. Big tires talking rolling through the concrete street. Near us started trembling dashboard too. Whole freight line rocking when that blue rig flew. Shaking the front, shaking the back, rock and roll riding on a railroad track. No, no, baby, this ain't no train. It's 18 wheels raising thunder again. Freight line shaking all night long. Freight line shaking to a rock and roll song. Rattle that trailer, rock that load. Freight line shaking down the open road. Outside of town, dropped one gear, but I never slowed down. Slap bass popping through the radio. Every time it cracked, those big wheels rolled. Passed another driver in a cherry red rig. He gave me a wave and a grin mighty big. I hit two horns and he answered back to rolling jukeboxes burning up the blacktop track. Freight line shaking all night long. Freight line shaking to a rock and roll song. Rattle that trailer, rock that load. Freight line shaking down the open road. Shaking down the open road. Shake it, roll it. Freight line, rock and roll. Signal came clear. A hot little guitar started ringing in my ear. One hand steering, one tapping time. Cobalt hood crossing that county line. DJ said, drivers, this one's for you. Then the snare hit hard and the whole night flew. 8 wheels and a radio, that's all I need wherever I go. Turn it up high when I'm riding alone. 8 wheels and a radio taking me home. Then came a rocker with a slap bass sound. I smiled and pushed that accelerator down. Not too fast, just feeling alive. Nothing like music on a midnight drive. Every station fading as the miles went by. New ones appearing underneath the western sky. 8 wheels and a radio, that's all I need wherever I go. Turn it up high when I'm riding alone. 8 wheels and a radio taking me home. Stand. Coffee in his right and a map in his hand. He said, how do you stand these lonely miles? I pointed at the radio. a smile. Got singers in Memphis, piano down south, guitar from Texas, putting words in my mouth. As long as that little glowing dial stays bright, I ain't ever really alone at night. Turn it up, let that guitar sing. Wow! Sometimes static, sometimes clear, sometimes a song I haven't heard in years. Sometimes blues, sometimes rock, sometimes something makes me forget the clock. But every night when I'm alone, that little radio turns this cab into home. 8 wheels and a radio, that's all I need wherever I go. Turn it up high when I'm riding alone. 8 wheels and a radio taking me home. Midnight motor jive. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Clock struck 12 at the county line. Motor running sweet and the weather feeling fine. Cobalt blue underneath the stars. Jukebox rhythm coming out of passing cars. Saw a little diner with the lights turned on. People still dancing though the day was gone. I pulled that rig to the side of the place and heard that twanging beat before I opened the door. Midnight motor jive. Come on, come alive. Swing that wheel from side to side. Do that midnight motor jive. Step to the left, jump to the right. Rock that highway through the night. Midnight motor jive. Keep that rock and roll alive. Driver named Benny jumped out of his seat, said you can't sit down when they're playing that beat. Waitress grabbed a napkin, threw it in the air. Pretty soon everybody was dancing everywhere. Boots on the tile going click, clack, click. Piano man playing mighty fast and slick. I had 30 minutes till I had to go, so I danced 29 to that rock and roll. Midnight motor jive. Come on, come alive. Swing that wheel from side to side. Do that midnight motor jive. Blow! Take it! Back in the cab at 1:45, still laughing hard from the dancing fun. Started that engine, gave the horn a blast. Everybody waved as I rode on past. Now every time midnight comes around, I look for a diner with that jumping sound. 'Cause a man needs more than gasoline. Sometimes he needs a little dancing in between. Jive in Missouri, rock Tennessee, swing through Kansas, come along with me. Boogie in Texas, roll through the night. Cobalt blue shining in the pale moonlight. Midnight motor jive. Come on, come alive. Swing that wheel from side to side. Do that midnight motor jive. it up, honey. Black. Yeah, that's just right. Mile 99 in a flickering light. Only little coffee shop open tonight. Park my blue truck underneath the sign. Walk through the door at 9:15. Old man sleeping at the end of the bar. Young driver staring at a map in his car. Waitress said, honey, you look half dead. I laughed, just coffee and a roll instead. Coffee at mile 99. Hot and black and tasting fine. Give me one cup and a little more time. Coffee at mile 99. Jukebox low, highway slow. Still got another 100 miles to go. Coffee at mile 99. Then I'm rolling down the line. She filled my cup and leaned on the bar. Said, where you heading with that big blue car? Freight for Nashville, maybe Memphis by dawn. She smiled and said, boy, that's a long way gone. Caught her in the jukebox number 23. Little bluesy rocker started talking to me. I tapped my spoon against a coffee cup, and everybody sleeping slowly started waking up. Coffee at mile 99. Hot and black and tasting fine. Give me one cup and a little more time. Coffee at mile 99. Easy now. Let that piano walk. Old man woke and said, I've driven that road 37 years, hauling every kind of load. Don't race the sunrise, son, it'll always win. Drink another coffee before you start again. I remembered those words when I walked outside. Cold morning air in my Cobalt ride. Turned that key and heard the old girl hum. Another 100 miles and the morning would come. Steam on the window, coffee in my hand. Little jukebox playing for a tired working man. Nothing fancy, nothing grand, just a warm cup waiting in a far-off land. Coffee at mile 99. Hot and black and tasting fine. Give me one cup and a little more time. Coffee at mile 99. Jukebox low, highway slow. Still got another 100 miles to go. Coffee at mile 99. Now I'm rolling down the line. Thanks for the coffee. See you next time. Well, there she is again. There's a little roadside diner on Highway 4. Checkerboard floor and a red front door. I passed 1,000 places just like that, but only one makes me tip my hat. She's pouring coffee underneath the neon light. Blue dress shining every Friday night. When she sees my Cobalt truck pull in, she puts down the pot and gives me that grin. Waitress in a blue dress, waiting by the door. Every time I see her, I wanna stay a little more. blue dress spinning round. Maybe that's the reason I keep coming back to town. She knows I take my coffee strong and black. Knows I'll order pie before I hit the track. Rides, drive safe on the ticket every time, then draws a little heart beside the bottom line. I keep that ticket tucked behind my wheel. Don't know exactly what I'm supposed to feel. I've hauled steel, lumber, everything you know, but saying I like you is the heaviest load. Waitress in a blue dress, waiting by the door. Every time I see her, I wanna stay a little more. Blue truck in the parking lot, blue dress spinning around. Maybe that's the reason I keep coming back to town. Easy. Guitar, make it sweet. Took my chance, jukebox playing something made for a dance. I said, when your shift ends around 10:30, would you maybe let me come around again? She looked at me and laughed, you took your time. I watched that blue truck cross this county line. For 7 whole Fridays I've been waiting on you. I wore this dress because it matches your blue. Well, my knees went weak and my heart went wild. Big tough trucker grinning like a child. She took my hand, jukebox played. We danced by the counter till the coffee was made. Waitress in a blue dress, dancing by the door. Now every time I see her, I wanna stay forevermore. Blue truck in the parking lot, blue dress spinning around. Now I know the reason I keep coming back to town. See you next Friday, she said. Why wait till Friday? Turned 21 on a Monday night. Tuesday morning had that old truck shining bright. New pair of boots and his daddy's leather gloves. A tank full of gasoline and everything he loves. Foreman said, son, you've got a long way to go. Take this load west before the morning glow. Johnny climbed aboard with a nervous little grin. Turned that big key and heard the motor kicking. First gear, second gear, heart beating fast. Down in the mirror, getting small real fast. Johnny's on his first parade run, chasing that highway, chasing that sun. Cobalt blue and a heavy load, a young man's dream on an open road. Roll, Johnny, roll. Keep those big wheels turning. Roll, Johnny, roll. Feel that young heart burning. First 100 miles went smooth and clean. Biggest blue machine that he'd ever seen. And the rain came down near the county line. Wiper started dancing, but he held her fine. An old trucker passed and flashed his light. Johnny flashed him back in the middle of the night. For the first time there beneath that highway moon, he felt like he joined an old road running tune. Johnny's on his first freight run, chasing that highway, chasing that sun. Cobalt blue and a heavy load, young man's dream on an open road. Come on, Johnny, pick that guitar. Cafe around 3:30. He ordered black coffee and a ham sandwich, please. Waitress asked, first time out on your own? Johnny said, is it really that easy to know? She laughed and said, you'll get the highway eyes after enough mornings underneath these skies. He left her a dime and walked outside, a little more tired and a whole lot more alive. Daddy always told him, don't fight the road, treat her with respect when you're hauling a load. Keep your word and arrive on time, and always help a driver broken down on the line. Sunrise found him at the warehouse gate, 7 minutes early, never running late. Foreman checked the papers and slapped his hand. Not bad, kid, you might become a trucking man. Johnny looked back at that cobalt blue, dust on the fenders in the morning dew. He smiled and whispered, me and you, we got 1,000,000 more miles to do. Johnny made his first freight run, crossed that highway, beat that sun. Cobalt blue and an empty road, young man's heart found a brand new home. Roll, Johnny, roll, keep those big wheels turning. Roll, Johnny, roll, that highway fire is burning. First one's done, Johnny, where the next? Anywhere. Breaker, breaker. Anybody listening out there? This is Bluebird. Well, hello, Bluebird! I was rolling down the highway around 9:45, talking to the truckers I had never even met. Static started cracking, then I heard a voice, sweetest little sound coming through that noise. She said, blue truck rolling by the county sign, you're riding too close to that yellow line. I grabbed that microphone and said with a grin, whoever you are, come back again.
CB Radio Romeo,
Talking to a girl I don't even know.
Breaker 19, don't let her go.
I'm a CB Radio Romeo.
Hey, Bluebird,
Come back to me
you're the sweetest voice
on this frequency. She said she drove a rig about 10 miles ahead, white cab pulling with a stripe of red. I said, slow it down, let me catch your tail. She said, not so fast, cowboy, follow the trail. Mile after mile we talked through the night about jukebox records and dashboard lights. She liked fast piano and rockabilly too. I said, girl, I think I'm falling for you.
CB Radio Romeo,
Talking to a girl I don't even know.
Breaker 19, don't let her go.
I'm a CB Radio Romeo. Breaker. Guitars coming through. dressed just right. She waved that microphone above her head.
Looking for Bluebird
Was all she said. I nearly forgot how to park that truck, man. Sometimes a driver gets mighty good luck.
No telephone,
No fancy line,
just a little radio.
and channel 19,
Static popping,
antennas high,
two lonely truckers.
under one blue sky.
CB radio, Romeo.
Now I know the girl on my radio.
Breaker 19, we're ready to go.
Me and Bluebird rolling down the road.
CB radio, Romeo.
Hey, Bluebird!
CB radio, Romeo.
Don't change that channel.
You still there, Romeo?
Always Bluebird.
Always.
Tons, long hill ahead. Come on, old girl, climb. Chain down tight, mountain in front of me, fading daylight. Cobalt hood pointing straight uphill. Engine says go, and I know she will. Drop one gear when the climb began. Both hands steady like a working man. Temperature rising, but she's holding strong. Diesel and rhythm keep pushing along. 20 tons behind me, mountain up ahead. Steel beneath my boots, and a highway turning red. 20 tons behind me, hear that big motor cry. We ain't stopping halfway. We're gonna climb that sky. Curve number 7 was narrow and mean, sharpest piece of highway I'd ever seen. Rock wall left and a long drop right, nothing but my headlights cutting the night. Old blue engine started growling low. I said, come on, baby, we still got to go. Slap bass pounding like a piston inside every beat, pushing us up that mountainside. 20 tons behind me, mountain up ahead. Steel beneath my boots, and a highway turning red. 20 tons behind me, hear that big motor cry. We ain't stopping halfway. We're gonna climb that sky. Low and dirty now. Near the summit I could smell hot steel, feel every vibration coming through the wheel. Then suddenly the grade began to fall, crested that mountain like we'd beaten it all. Pulled to the shoulder where the valley spread wide, moon over the mountains on the other side. I touched that dashboard and laughed out loud. 20 tons, baby, and you made me proud. A truck ain't pretty when the work gets hard. Dust on the hood and grease in the yard. But give her a mountain, give her a load. That's when what she's made for on the road. 20 tons behind me, mountain far behind, steel beneath my boots, and freedom on my mind. 20 tons behind me, hear that big motor sing, Cobalt Blue rolling. She's a highway king. Easy downhill. Easy. We made it. Saturday night, park those trucks. Everybody inside. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Parking lot packed from the road to the sign. Red rigs, black rigs, and that blue one of mine. 30 tight drivers with their boots on the floor. Then somebody hit the jukebox. Nobody was tired anymore. Waitress moved the tables, cook came out back. Mechanic brought a saxophone hidden in his shack. Piano man shouted, what do you want to hear? Everybody hollered rock and roll right here. Truck stop Saturday night. Everything's jumping and feeling right. Rock that floor till the morning light. Truck stop Saturday night.
What's in the bag, Mama? Open it when you get hungry. Yes, ma'am. Left home early for the morning sun. Mama stood waving when the motor begun. She handed me a brown bag tied with strings. Said, don't live on diner coffee and those greasy things. I laughed and put it on the passenger seat. Pulled onto the highway with a rockabilly beat. 100 miles later when my stomach complained, I remembered that bag while I drove through the rain. Mama packed my lunch for the long road ride. Sandwich and an apple and a little note inside. Take it slow, son. Come home when you're through. Funny how a brown paper bag can make a grown man miss you. Pulled into a turnout underneath a tree. Opened that bag sitting next to me. 2 ham sandwiches, slice of pie. Something folded that caught my eye. A little piece of paper in Mama's hand. Hope the weather's good across that western land. Don't forget your jacket when the night turns cold. And remember you're my boy even when you're old. Mama packed my lunch for the long road ride. Sandwich and an apple and a little note inside. Take it slow, son. Come home when you're through. Funny how a brown paper bag can make a grown man miss you. Play it easy, boy. Another driver parked his rig nearby. Saw me reading that note, started to smile. Said my mama did the same when I was young. 30 years later I remember everyone. We shared that pie on the side of the road. 2 grown truckers with a long way to go. Then fired our engines and headed west. Mama's little lunch gave the highway its best. Big men drive big trucks across this land, but everybody started holding somebody's hand. Before the chrome, before the road, somebody taught us how to carry the load. Late that evening when I called from town, Mama asked, did you eat or throw that lunch around? I said, every bite, and I read your note too. She laughed, good now, get some sleep like I told you. Next morning early before I rode away, I tucked that little note where I keep it today. Right above the dashboard of my Cobalt Blue, a tiny piece of home wherever I drive through. Mama packed my lunch for the long road ride. Sandwich and an apple and a little love inside. Take it slow, son. Come home when you're through. Every mile of highway brings me back to you. Thanks, Mama. And yeah, I ate the apple too.
Oh, yeah. One more town. Come on, old blue. We're almost there. Clock on the dash says 4:15. Been rolling since sunset, maybe a little more. Cobalt hood shining underneath the moon. Morning's coming, but it ain't here soon. Got one little town about 60 miles west. One final delivery before I can rest. Coffee cup, empty radio playing low, but those big blue wheels still wanna go. One more hill, one more sign, one more county line. Keep that motor humming strong. Morning can't be very long. One more town before dawn. Keep those cobalt wheels rolling on. One more town, one more road, one more place to drop this load.
before dawn. Roll, blue truck, roll. Carry this tight old rock and roll soul. Past a little farmhouse sleeping in the dark. Dog started barking when he heard that motor bark. Milkman waved from an old white van. Two working boys greeting the morning again. Radio signal started fading away. DJ said, drivers have a beautiful day. Then he played one rocker before signing off. I turned it up loud and forgot I was lost. One more town before dawn. Keep those cobalt wheels rolling on. One more town, one more road, one more place to drop this load. Easy piano. Keep those wheels turning. Then on the horizon came a ribbon of gold. Night started losing its dark blue hold. Saw that water tower rising ahead. Little town waking while the sky turned red. Pulled through the warehouse at 5:03. Old fellow at the gate said, you must be Lee. I said, that's me, and the freight's all here. He smiled, you're early by nearly an hour, my dear. Some men sleep, some men dream, some men follow that white line stream. While the whole world turns out the light, we keep America rolling through the night. Trailer was empty when the sun came through. Morning light falling on the cobalt blue. I stretched my back and looked east again, then heard that highway calling like an old-time friend. Could've found a motel, could've gone to bed, but a rock and roll rhythm started up in my head. I laughed at myself and turned the key. One more road was waiting for me. One more town before dawn. Now the midnight miles are gone. One more town, one more load. Another story from the open road. Sun is rising, night is gone. We made that town before dawn. Delivered. Now, where's the coffee? Delivered. Now, where's the coffee? Midnight. Cobalt blue. Open highway. Let's run. Dropped like a curtain of blue. Highway disappeared except the road I knew. Twin headlights cutting through the cold black air. Chrome pipes flashing like lightning everywhere. No town behind me, no town ahead. Just a ribbon of asphalt with a night spread. Motor talking low with a steady growl. Moon riding shotgun in a far-off bow. Dark blue sky, black top line. That whole lonely highway's mine. Cobalt Midnight Run. Rolling till I see that sun. Blue steel shining, engine humming. Hear that midnight highway coming. Cobalt Midnight Run. Ain't slowing down for anyone. Chrome and moonlight, road and sky. Rock and roll until daylight. look like a spark far ahead. Too little till that's glowing cherry red. Mile by mile I'll watch them grow till we ran together where the cold winds blow. Driver gave a wave as I pulled alongside. Two midnight brothers on a long blue ride. For 30 miles we kept the same old pace. Then it took the north road and vanished without a trace. Cobalt Midnight Run, rolling till I see that sun. Blue steel shining, engine humming. Hear that midnight highway coming. Twang it low. Slap that bass. At 1 a.m. the fog rolled in, wrapped around the highway like a ghostly skin. Dropped my speed and held that wheel. Nothing but instinct telling me what was real. Then the fog broke open underneath the moon. Suddenly the whole world turned cobalt blue. I swear that road looked like another land. Nothing but heaven and a steering wheel in my hand. No neon, no city light, no jukebox glowing in the night. Just tires, motor, moon above. Sometimes it's all a driver loves. Cobalt Midnight Run, rolling till I see that sun. Blue steel shining, engine humming. Hear that midnight highway coming. Cobalt Midnight Run, me and that highway moving as one. Chrome and moonlight, road and sky, rock and roll until daylight. Cobalt Midnight, keep rolling. Red, blue, pink, green, another town coming up. Neon motel, blinking vacancy. All night diner shining back at me. Gasoline sign turning red and white. Every little color dancing through the night. Windshield catches every glowing line. For a second all those colors become mine. Then the sliding over chrome and glass. One more little town disappearing fast. Neon in my windshield, colors in the night. Red across the dashboard, blue beneath the light. Neon in my windshield, every town says hello. Then it fades into the mirror as those cobalt wheels roll. Bowling alley sign said open till 2. Movie house marquee shining yellow and blue. Little dance hall had a crowd outside. Could hear that saxophone from the other side. Almost stopped when I heard that beat. Almost parked that big blue rig across the street. But Nashville freight had to arrive on time, so I rocked in my seat and stayed on the line. Neon in my windshield, colors in the night. wheels roll. Shaped like a horseshoe sign, past a little bar called the county line, past two lovers underneath the light, holding each other like the world was right. For a moment I wondered what it'd be to have somebody waiting every night for me. Then the radio cracked with a rockin' tune, and I smiled at the road underneath the moon. Every sign tells a story, every window has a face, but a driver sees them only for a moment in each place. Red turns blue, blue turns gold, another 100 stories that I'll never really know. Neon in my windshield, colors in the night, red across the dashboard, blue beneath the light. Every town says hello, then it fades into the mirror as those cobalt wheels roll. There goes another one. Next town. Woo! Next town.
Look at that moon, man. That chrome sure shines tonight. Pulled to the shoulder where the road runs wide, turned off the motor on the mountainside. After 6 long hours of rolling along, I finally heard silence instead of that drone. Moon hung silver over everything, touched every mirror, every bolt, every ring. Cobalt paint turned almost black, silver moonlight running down the stack. Moonlight on the chrome, 1,000 miles from home. Took a little drink, sat on the running board and started to think how many nights that I watched that moon from Arizona desert to a Tennessee June. Same old moon over every road, same silver light on every load, same little feeling when the world gets still, like the whole night belongs to a truck on a hill. Moonlight on the chrome, 1,000 miles from home. Silver on the blue, nothing here but me and you. Take your time, guitar. Then somewhere far off another motor cried. Little pair of headlights climbed the mountainside. Driver passed slowly, gave a friendly wave. I lifted my coffee like a midnight salute. Funny how strangers become your friends when the highway begins where the daylight ends. No names exchanged, no words at all, just one little wave on a midnight haul. Chrome gets dirty, paint gets old, summer gets hot, winter gets cold. But under the moon for one quiet night, every working truck looks just right. Climbed in the cab and turned the key. That old blue motor came alive for me. Moon disappeared behind the stack. I pulled from the shoulder and onto the black. Radio low, windows cracked, silver light dancing along my back. Nothing dramatic, nothing grand, just moonlight, chrome, and a working man's hands. Moonlight on the chrome, still a long way home. Silver on the blue, another night we're riding through. Moonlight on the chrome, highway calling me to roam. Quiet for a little while, then another 100 miles. All right, old blue, back to work.
One, two, three, four. Blue flame, go.
Got a blue flame burning underneath my hood. Motor sounds wicked and it's feeling mighty good. Cobalt paint flashing like a bolt from the sky. When I drop that gear, watch that highway fly. Slap bass cracking like a whip in the night. Guitar strings burning and the timing is tight. Left foot ready and my right one's down.
Blue flame rocker coming into town. Shake it, break it, rock that road. Kick it, pick it, carry that load. Blue flame rockabilly, burning down the line. Blue flame rockabilly, man, that truck is fine. Slap that bass, pick that string, make that cobalt highway ring. Blue flame rockabilly,
Rock it all night long. Pulled into a station just to fill that tank. Kid at the pump said, man, that's a beautiful crank. I said, she's more than pretty, boy, listen to her sing. Turned that key and made the whole gas station ring.
two girls laughing by a cherry red car. Said, where you going? I said, anywhere far. One yell, play you something before you leave. I turn that radio up past what they believe. Blue flame rockabilly, burning down the line. Blue flame rockabilly, man, that truck is fine. Slap that bass, pick that string, make that cobalt highway ring. Blue flame rockabilly,
Rock it all night long.
guitar. Go, go, go. Bassman.
Back on the highway doing 55. Never felt better, never felt more alive. Not breaking laws, but I'm breaking that beat. Every piston rocking underneath my seat. Saw the town disappear in my rear view glass. Another little memory disappearing fast. I got no gold and I got no fame, but everybody knows that cobalt blue flame. What's that burning?
Blue flame,
What's that rocking?
blue flame,
What's that rolling?
through the night. Cobalt blue and feel it right.
finally park her at the end of the run. I'll wipe that chrome underneath the morning sun. But give me one night in an open road, and I'll light that flame underneath another load. No fancy limousine ever felt this way. No shiny sports car got a thing to say. Give me big wheels, guitar, and gasoline, and the bluest rockin' truck you've ever seen. Blue flame rockabilly, burning down the line. Blue flame rockabilly, man, that truck is fine. Slap that bass, pick that string, make that hold on highway ring. Blue flame rockabilly, rock it all night long. Blue flame, blue flame, blue flame rockabilly. Go, blue go. Go, blue go. Nothing ahead, nothing behind, just two headlights. Two headlights cutting through a midnight black. 100 lonely miles and no turning back. Cobalt hood disappearing from my sight. Everything beyond it swallowed by the night. White line running underneath my wheel. Motor humming low with a steady feel. No neon diner, no farmhouse spark. Just me and two headlights in the dark. Two headlights in the dark, burning like a pair of sparks, showing me a little piece of road, helping this old blue truck carry the load. Two headlights in the dark, till the morning finds its mark. Wherever that white line wants to go, those two headlights always know. Past an empty station, closed for the night. Old gasoline sign caught my headlight. For half a second it came alive, then disappeared as I continued the drive. Wine picked up across the plain. Little drops started tapping rain. Wipers swinging left and right, keeping time with those headlights. Two headlights in the dark, burning like a pair of sparks, showing me a little piece of road, helping this old blue truck carry the load. Easy, easy guitar. Then in my mirror way behind, another pair of lights began to shine. Closer and closer till the truck pulled near. Driver waved and I felt somebody here. For 20 miles he followed me, two rolling ships on a blacktop sea. Then at the junction he turned away, four lights became two again that way. Sometimes the road gets mighty small when darkness covers one and all. You don't need to see where the highway ends, just enough road to make the next bend. Around 5:30 the eastern sky started turning pale before my eyes. headlights slowly lost their glow. Morning showed me where I had to go. But every night when the sun goes down and that cobalt truck rolls out of town, I trust those little beams of light to carry me safely through the night. Two headlights in the dark, burning like a pair of sparks, showing me another piece of road, helping this old blue truck carry the load. Two headlights in the dark till the morning finds its mark. Wherever that white line wants to go, those two headlights always know. Keep 'em shining, we got road ahead.
You're listening to Come On, Don't Leave Me Now.
Radio was singing about 1:45. Then the voice disappeared somewhere out in the blue. Turn that dial left, turned it right. Nothing but static in the middle of the night. Little bit of Memphis, little Texas sound. Then another wave of noise came crashing down. I slapped that radio, said, come on, old friend, rock and roll station again. I got the radio static blues. Nothing on the dial but bad news. Crackle and hiss wherever I choose. I got those midnight radio static blues. Come back guitar, come back song. This highway gets mighty quiet before too long. Radio static blues. Don't leave this driver alone. Country voice fading from somewhere west, but that rocking station was the one I liked best. Suddenly a piano came through loud and clear. Best little boogie I'd heard all year. I yelled, that's it, and turned it high. Then static swallowed it before the chorus went by. I got the radio static blues. Nothing on the dial but bad news. Crackle and hiss wherever I choose. I got those midnight radio static blues. If the radio won't play it, we'll play it ourselves. Station where the lights burn low. Old man asked, where you headed, Joe? I said, anywhere I can hear a decent tune. He laughed and pointed underneath the moon. There's a station 80 miles down the line. Comes in clear when the weather is fine. So I bought my gas and I rode away. Searching
searching that dial for something to play. Static, crackle, pop and hum. Sometimes you lose it, then back it comes. That's how the highway feels some nights too. 1 minute clear, next minute blue. Around 3:30, I crossed the hill. Suddenly that radio stopped being still. There was that guitar, that piano too. A singer shouting something wild and true. I laughed so hard I nearly missed my turn. Volume up and let that speaker burn. For 20 good miles everything was right. Rock and roll riding with me through the night. Goodbye radio static blues. Finally found the sound I choose. Slap bass kicking in my driving shoes. Goodbye midnight radio static blues. Play that guitar, play that song. Keep this Cobalt truck rolling along. To all you drivers out there tonight, yeah, that's more like it.
Who's still working? We are. Who's still rocking? We are. Then let's go. Clock hits midnight, town shuts down, but there's still a whole lot happening around. Warehouse boy loading number 42. Gas station Eddie's got another call to do. Waitress pouring coffee underneath the light. Mechanic changing tires in the middle of the night. And here I come in that cobalt rig. Everybody working while the moon hangs big. We're the night shift rockers, working while you sleep. Night shift rockers, keeping that backbeat. Drivers and mechanics, waitresses too. When the whole world sleeps, we got work to do. Night shift rockers, rocking till the morning comes. Loading Doc Charlie got a radio loud. 3 tired workers turned into a crowd. Forklift moving to the snare drum beat. Everybody tapping in their working feet. Old Joe shouted from the warehouse door, turn that rocker up a little more. Boss came running like he wanted it down. Then he started dancing when he heard that sound. We're the night shift rockers, working while you sleep. Night shift rockers, keeping that backbeat. Saxophone. Piano. At the gasoline stand, young kid pumping with a rag in his hand. Said, man, I wish I could drive that blue. I said, keep working, kid, your day will come too. He wiped that chrome till it shined like glass. I gave him a quarter and rolled on past. In the mirror, I could see him dance. Little rock and roller waiting for his chance. Drivers, rock, loaders, roll, mechanics, jive, everybody working. Alive. Sun comes up and the day crowd wakes, never knowing all the work it takes. Food on the shelf and freight on time.
miles, Joe. Stop counting years ago. Come on, tell us the story. Old Joe pulled in with a weathered old rig. Nothing fancy, nothing shiny, nothing big. Paint had faded from the sun and rain, but that motor still sounded like a midnight train. Young boys gathered when he opened the door. Joe had driven every highway they'd heard of and more. Someone asked how many miles you got. Joe scratched his chin and said, man, a lot. Old Joe's million miles, million roads, a million smiles. Desert heat and northern snow, there ain't many places Joe don't know. Old Joe's million miles, everyone in working style. Still turns up that radio, still loves his rock and roll. He drove before the big roads crossed the land. Paper map folded in his working hand. No fancy gadgets telling where to turn. You watched the signs and you had to learn. He knew a diner in every state, which mountain roads froze and which one stayed safe. Knew every mechanic from east to west, and which little truck stop served breakfast best. Old Joe's million miles, million roads, a million smiles. Desert heat and northern snow, there ain't many places Joe don't know. Give Joe some guitar. Johnny asked him, Joe, you ever wanna quit? Joe leaned back and thought about it a bit. Said every winter when my fingers get cold, every birthday when I notice I'm old. But then spring comes and the highway turns green, and I see some place that I've never seen. Radio plays one of those old rockin' songs, and suddenly I know exactly where I belong. He hauled farm tools, he hauled steel, Christmas toys and automobile wheels. Medicine north, fresh fruit south, a million road stories from a working man's mouth. Joe looked over at my Cobalt Blue, said she's mighty pretty, take good care of her too. Don't drive angry and don't drive tired, and never think you're bigger than the road you're riding. Then he climbed aboard his weathered machine, oldest working trucker I'd ever seen. Turned on the radio, gave us a smile, and headed west for another mile. Old Joe's million miles, million roads, a million smiles. Desert heat and northern snow, there ain't many places Joe don't know. Old Joe's million miles, still rolling in that old time style. Turn that jukebox radio and give old Joe some rock and roll. How many more, Joe? As many as the road gives me.
Who's driving that blue rig? That's Rosie. We'll move over, boys. Here she comes. the sky. Oh boy stared when she climbed from the cab. One said, miss, that's a mighty big job you have. Rosie just smiled, checked the tires once more, then hauled 40,000 pounds away from that door. She knows every gear, she knows every sound, knows when that motor ain't running right somehow. Rosie drives a blue rig, rolling big and strong. Rosie drives a blue rig with the radio on. Chrome wheels shining all night long. Rosie and that Cobalt truck keep rocking down the road. She learned from her daddy when she was 16. Cleanest little pickup anybody had seen. Changed her first tire underneath the July sun. By 23 she was hauling Route 1. She can back that trailer into number 9, straight as an arrow every single time. Young driver Johnny watched her one day, said, Rosie, how'd you learn to drive that way? She laughed, quit looking at the mirrors like you're scared of what you'll see. Trust your hands and take it slow, that's how Daddy taught me. Rosie drives a blue rig, rolling big and strong. Rosie drives a blue rig with the radio on. Chrome wheels shining all night long. Rosie and that Cobalt truck keep rocking down the road. Come on, Rosie! Hey! Come on, Rosie! Friday night at the County Line Cafe, some loudmouth driver had too much to say. Pretty little lady ought to stay back home. Rosie looked up from her ice cream cone, said, I'll race you to Chicago, not in speed but arrival time. No broken rules, no missed delivery, just driving clean and fine. Next afternoon at the warehouse gate, Rosie's blue rig was already waiting straight. Old boy rode in 40 minutes behind. Rosie waved and said, coffee's inside. She don't need proving, she don't need praise. She earns her living the working way. Rain or sunshine, snow or heat, Rosie's Cobalt truck keeps a rockin' beat. Little girl saw her at a gasoline stand, walked up slowly and took Rosie's hand. Asked, can girls really drive trucks like you? Rosie pointed at the highway. Honey, girls can drive them too. She gave that little girl a winking smile, climbed back aboard for another 100 miles, turned that radio to a rockin' song, and that Cobalt Blue lady kept rolling along. Rosie drives a blue rig, rolling big and strong. Rosie drives a blue rig with the radio on. Chrome wheels shining all night long. Rosie and that Cobalt truck keep rocking down the road. Rosie! Woo! Roll that blue rig. See you in Chicago, boys.
Everything all right, buddy? Nah, she won't start. Well, pop that hood. Saw a red rig sitting on the shoulder alone. Driver standing there with his hand on the hood. Rain coming down and the daylight gone. I could have kept rolling, but that wouldn't be right. Pulled my blue truck 20 yards ahead, walked through the rain and the stranger said, don't wanna hold you, you got freight
straight to run. I said, nobody gets left out here, son. Brother on the highway, maybe I don't know your name. Brother on the highway, but we're working just the same. If your wheels stop turning, I'll pull over too, 'cause someday down this highway I might need help from you. Battery was good and the fuel line clean. Couldn't find a thing wrong with that machine. And I saw one wire hanging underneath, loose as a baby losing his first tooth. Tightened that connection, so tried her once more. Motor came alive with a mighty roar. Driver laughed so hard he nearly fell down. Said, coffee's on me at the next little town. Brother on the highway, maybe I don't know your name. Brother on the highway, but we're working just the same. Give those working boys some guitar. We rolled together to a diner at 2. Red truck leading in my Cobalt Blue. Sat at the counter, finally learned his name. Frank from Ohio, hauling window frames. He had 3 children and a wife named June. Had to make Cleveland sometime before noon. We talked about weather and roads we'd known. Funny how fast a stranger feels like home. No uniform, no secret sign, just headlights flashing on that white line. One hand waving when 2 trucks pass, one driver stopping when another needs a hand. That's the code, nobody rode, but every highwayman understands. 6 months later near Tennessee, guess who found a broken down knee? Same red truck pulled across the line. Frank stepped out and said, well, ain't this fine? I started laughing underneath that rain. He said, looks like we're fixing trucks again. 2 old friends on the shoulder that day. That's how brothers are made on the highway. Brother on the highway, now I surely know your name. Brother on the highway, and we're working just the same. When your wheels stop turning, I'll pull over too. There's always one more brother rolling somewhere close to you. Got your wrench, Frank? Always. Let's fix her.
Hey, Lou! What? Got another truck coming in? At 3 in the morning? Yep. Roll her in. Woo! 3 a.m. and the garage light burns. Another tight engine coughs and turns. Blue white grease on his old blue jeans. Walks outside to inspect the machine. Driver says, buddy, she's knocking bad. Worst little sound this truck ever had. Lou puts his ear against the hood, says, start her once, I'll tell you what's good. Click,
clack, bang, bang, wrench hits the floor. Everybody's sleeping, but Lou wants one more. The mechanic never sleeps when the highways are running deep. Wrench in his hand, grease on his feet, fixing every motor to a rock and roll beat. The mechanic never sleeps. Hear that garage jumping all night. Whoa, Cobalt Rick came crawling through the gate. I said, Lou, I'm already running late. He said, don't tell me stories, let me hear that sound. Then disappeared underneath and started looking around. 5 minutes later he rolled back out. Loose little bragger, that's what you're crying about. Grabbed 2 wrenches and a flashlight too. 10 minutes later that blue truck sounded new. The mechanic never sleeps when the highways are running deep. Wrench in his hand, grease on his feet, fixing every motor to a rock and roll beat. Lou, you play sax too? Only when the engines behave. Coffee pot blacker than midnight coal. Roll radio rocking beside a greasy bowl. Telephone rings and another voice says, got a busted fan belt about 2 miles west. Lou grabs his toolbox, jumps in the Ford, says keep that coffee hot till I'm back on board. 20 minutes later he's under the hood, making something broken start sounding good. Who keeps the trucks rolling? Who knows every engine? Who works when the moon is high? Who's gonna sleep? Maybe in July. Morning came through the garage door. Lou had fixed 7 trucks, maybe more. I asked him, man, how long can you go? He shrugged his shoulders till there's nothing left broke. Then the coffee machine made a terrible sound, started smoking and shut right down. Everybody stared. Lou closed his eyes. Oh, come on, not you too. The mechanic never sleeps when the highways are running deep. Wrench in his hand, grease on his feet, fixing every motor to a rock and roll beat. The mechanic never sleeps. Rock that garage all night. Hand me that wrench. Which one? The big one. Woo! Wow!
Hey, mister, is that your truck? Sure is. Wow. Pulled into the truck stop around 4:30. Little boy standing by the diner door. Baseball cap crooked and his eyes open wide, looking at that Cobalt monster parked outside. His mama said, Billy, don't bother that man. But he walked right over with a toy truck in his hand. Asked, is it hard driving something that big? I smiled and said, Come take a look at the rig. Little boy at the truck stop, dreaming down the road. Tiny truck in his two hands, big dreams in his soul. Looking at those chrome wheels like they're made of gold. Little boy at the truck stop, got 1,000,000 miles to go. Showed him the mirrors and the big front seat, let him climb the step with his little sneaker feet. He grabbed that steering wheel with both his hands like he already owned every road in the land. Asked, does it go all the way to the sea? I said, sure does, if that's where you need to be. Does it cross mountains every now and then? His eyes got even wider, can we do it again? Little boy at the truck stop, dreaming down the road. Tiny truck in his two hands, big dreams in his soul. Play something for Billy. His mama bought coffee and thanked me twice. Billy sat beside me eating cherry pie. Told me when he grew up he'd buy a truck blue, maybe even bigger than the one owned by you. I said, being big ain't what makes her fine. You gotta respect every road and every sign. Bring your freight safely and help folks too, then maybe that highway will take care of you. Every driver started somewhere, every old hand had a dream. Maybe with a little toy truck, maybe watching some machine. Nobody knows which little moment sets a young heart free. Maybe that afternoon Billy saw his destiny. So I climbed aboard. Billy stood waving by that diner door. I pulled the horn once, then another two. He jumped up and down when the big sound blew. In my mirror, I watched him disappear, still waving that little toy truck in the air. And for the next 100 miles I couldn't help but smile. Maybe another trucker was born for a while. Little boy at the truck stop, dreaming down the road. Tiny truck in his two hands, big dreams in his soul. Looking at those chrome wheels like they're made of gold. Little boy at the truck stop, got 1,000,000 miles to go. See you out there someday, Billy. See you out there someday, Billy.
How much money you got? $3. That's it. Yep. How's the tank full? Then what are we waiting for? Go! $3 folded in my old blue jeans, full tank of gas and a head full of dreams. No hotel money, no fancy clothes, but I had 4 good tires and somewhere to go. Cobalt truck wasn't brand new then, little scratch on the door and a dent in the end. Boy, when that engine fired on Saturday night, man, I felt richer than a millionaire might. Got a map, got a road, got a radio. $3 little, let's go, go, go. $3 and a full tank, that's enough for me. $3 and a full tank, and a highway running free. No gold in my pocket, no money in the bank, but I've got rock and roll. $3 and a full tank. Stop for coffee somewhere around 10, 'cause
cost me 15 cents, left $2.85 then. Bought a hamburger later at a roadside stand. Still had enough to feel like a wealthy man. Met a girl named Lucy near a jukebox light. She said, where you heading on a Saturday night? I said, don't know, wherever this highway goes. She laughed, that's the best kind of place, I suppose. $3 in a full tank, that's enough for me. $3 in a full tank and a highway running free. Yeah. Now spend some of that money on the jukebox. Dropped a nickel in and picked number 5. Whole little diner suddenly came alive. Lucy started dancing, I joined her too. Forgot for a minute about the truck painted blue. Midnight came and she kissed my cheek. Said, come through again sometime next week. I walked outside with $2.10 and felt even richer than I felt back then. You don't need diamonds, you don't need fame. Sometimes freedom is a highway name. A little gasoline, a radio tune, a blue truck rolling underneath the moon. Years went by and I made more dough, bought better boots and had more places to go. But sometimes I miss that foolish young man counting $3 in the palm of his hand. Because every road looked brand new then. Every little town might contain a friend. And every night promised something unknown with a full tank of gas and nowhere called home. $3, full tank, rock and roll, no bank. $3, full tank, come on blue truck, let's crank. And a full tank. $3, full tank, rock and roll. How much you got left? $2.10. We're doing fine. Another night, another 100 miles. But I know she's still awake. Clock on the wall says 10:15. She's looked down the highway again and again. Little porch light burning beside the old door. Same light I look for when I can't drive anymore. She knows every sound of every truck passing by. Raises her head then lets out a sigh. But when that deep blue motor comes over the hill, she knows before anybody else ever will. She waits by the window when I'm somewhere down the line. She waits by the window till those headlights finally shine. Every mile I travel, every load I pull through, there's a little light waiting and a woman waiting too. She waits by the window till that Cobalt truck comes home. I called her Tuesday from a roadside phone. Said, baby, don't worry, I'll be coming home. She laughed, you always say that, then you take one more run. I said, said this time I mean it when the hauling is done. She said your supper's waiting whenever you arrive. Don't you race the darkness just to make better time. That's the kind of woman who understands the how it gets lonely even for a working man. She waits by the window when I'm somewhere down the line. She waits by the window till those headlights finally shine. Easy now. Let that guitar tell it. Kentucky around 3:30. Wind pushed hard against the trailer and me. For a moment I thought about stopping somewhere, then pictured that little porch light waiting there. Not to make me hurry, not to make me run, just to tell this driver where his road gets done. So I kept it steady through the midnight rain, thinking about holding her close again. Some men chase money, some men chase fame, some men keep rolling because home knows their name. A road can be freedom, a road can be wide, but freedom with somebody waiting inside. Near 6 in the morning I topped the last rise, saw a little town underneath pale skies. Then there was the porch and that familiar glow, and somebody standing where I knew she'd show. Pulled that Cobalt rig beside the drive. She ran down laughing like I hadn't been alive. I climbed from the cabin and she held me tight, said I knew you'd make it home tonight. She waits by the window when I'm somewhere down the line. She waits by the window till those headlights finally shine. Every mile I travel, every load I pull through, there's a little light waiting and a woman waiting too. She waits by the window and that blue truck brings me home. Turn off the porch light, baby. I'm here. I'm here.
Clear that dock. Here comes Charlie. Who's Charlie? You'll see. 7 a.m. at Warehouse 9, forklifts humming, everybody in line. Then Charlie came walking with his clipboard high, boots hitting concrete like the 4th of July. He knows every pallet, every truck, every crate that came in stuck. Points to the left, points to the right, gets that whole dock moving just right. He's the king of the loading dock, running that place around the clock. Forklift rolling, freight don't stop. He's the king of the loading dock. Move that crate, back that truck, watch that trailer, that's enough. King of the loading dock makes that warehouse
to 24. Charlie waved me closer from the warehouse door. 2 inches left, now straighten your wheel. Perfect blue, boy, that's how parking ought to feel. Doors flew open and the boys jumped in, moving those boxes with a working man grin. Somebody's radio started playing number 10. Charlie yelled, turn it up! And the dock came alive again as a king of the loading dock, running that place around the clock. Forklift rolling freight, don't stop. He's the king of the loading dock. Charlie, can you dance? Watch me. He danced between pallets with a broom in his hand, pretending that thing was a microphone stand. Young Eddie laughed till he dropped his glove. Even old Foreman started showing some love. Then a horn blew loud at the outer gate. 5 more trucks had arrived with freight. Charlie stopped dancing and pointed ahead. Party's over, boys, let's earn our bread. Dock 1, clear. Dock 2, clear. Dock 3, back it in. Who's running this place? Charlie again. By lunchtime, every trailer was done. Hot August day underneath the sun. Charlie sat down with a sandwich and tea, said nothing to it, just listen to me. Then somebody shouted, truck at the gate. Charlie jumped up, no time to wait. Clipboard high and boots going clip. The king of the dock was back at it quick. He's the king of the loading dock, running that place around the clock. Forklift rolling freight, don't stop. He's the king of the loading dock. Move that freight, back that truck. Everybody rock, body rock. King of the loading dock. King of the loading dock. Charlie, what? Take a break tomorrow. Look east. Yeah. Blue skies coming up. Night was getting thin around 5:30. Still had another 100 miles to drive. Stars disappearing one by one. Blacktop waiting for the morning sun. Cobalt hood underneath that fading night. Started catching pieces of a brand new light. Birds in the fields beginning to sing. Oh, wide highway waking with the spring. Blue sky coming up. Blue sky coming up. Pour another little coffee in my cup. Night is rolling down. Morning's coming around. Blue sky coming up over this old town. Roll, blue truck, roll, sunlight warming up my soul. Blue sky coming up and we're still rocking on. Farmer on a tractor headed to the field. Morning dew shining on the windshield. Little school bus waiting by a country lane. Sun hit the chrome and made it shine again. After all those hours underneath the moon, funny how daylight changes every tune. Radio sounded brighter somehow. Even that old motor had a happy growl now. Blue sky coming up. Blue sky coming up. Pour another little coffee in my cup. Night is rolling down. Morning's coming around. Blue sky coming
little streaks of red. Watch that cobalt sky become clear and white, like somebody opened the whole world outside. Had dirt on my boots, had miles in my eyes, but I felt brand new underneath those skies. Started up the engine and rode away with a rock and roll greeting. Another day, every dark road ends, every long night too, and morning always finds that old cobalt blue. So if you're tired and the road feels tough, keep those wheels turning. Blue skies coming up. Woo! Blue sky coming up. Blue sky coming up. Sunlight dancing in my coffee cup. Night is rolling down. Morning's all around. Blue sky shining over every town. Roll, blue truck, roll, sunlight warming up my soul. Blue sky coming up and we're still rocking on. Good morning, highway, let's go. Good morning, highway. Let's go. Let's go. Sun's up. Rock party. Let's roll. Sun came over Route 40 like a ball of fire. Hit that cobalt hood and climbed a little higher. Chrome lit up like a Saturday sign. Whole truck shining at the county line. Windows cracked and the morning air clean. Prettiest piece of highway I'd ever seen. Green fields are running on either side. Good day, good road, good time to drive. Sunrise over Route 40, shining on this old blue ride. Sunrise over Route 40, got the whole white morning on my side. Big wheels rolling, radio bright, left that long dark road behind last night. Sunrise over Route 40, rock and roll into the light. Past the roadside stand opening for the day. Feel a sweeping dust from the doorway away. Lady hanging laundry behind a little home. Kids chasing one another where the tall grass had grown. Every little scene went sliding by underneath that enormous blue morning sky. After riding darkness for half the night, everything simple looked mighty right. Sunrise over Route 40, shining on this old blue ride. Sunrise over Route 40, got the whole white morning on my side. Come on, guitar, make that sunrise shine. Met another blue rig coming east. Driver hit the horn like a wild old beast. I answered back and we laughed somehow. Two big machines greeting morning now. Stopped at a crossing while a freight train ran. Tapped the wheel with the palm of my hand. Train went west and I went south. Rock and roll rhythm coming out of my mouth. Morning highway, sunlit chrome. Maybe I'm working, maybe I'm home. Every road, every mile feels a little easier under sunlight smile. By 8 o'clock I had the city ahead. Billboards glowing in yellow and red. One final delivery before my day was done.
slowed for a second where the road ran high. Took one good look at that cobalt sky, then hit the gear and rolled once more. Sunlight rocking through the cab door. Sunrise over Route 40, shining on this old blue ride. Sunrise over Route 40, got the whole wide morning on my side. Big wheels are rolling, radio bright, left that long dark road behind last night. Sunrise over Route 40, rock and roll into the light. Route 40, blue truck, morning rock and roll. Morning! Coffee? Keep it coming. Eggs? Make it two. Pull into the cafe at 8:15. 6 trucks parked beside the gate. Cobalt blue between a red and green. Prettiest lineup that I'd ever seen. Walked through the door with my jacket in hand. Smell of bacon like the best thing in the land. Waitress said, honey, sit anywhere you can. Every table full of another working man. Breakfast at the Highway Cafe. Coffee and eggs at the start of the day. Jukebox playing while the night rolls away. Breakfast at the Highway Cafe. Hot toast, black brew. Good morning, boys, how'd the highway treat you? Breakfast at the Highway Cafe. Then we're rolling again today. Oh, Joe sat eating at table number 3. Rosie waved her coffee cup over at me. Johnny told stories about his first run. Charlie from the loading dock was making everyone laugh. Mechanic Lou finally came through the door. Said, I haven't slept since the night before. Waitress brought pancakes stacked up high. Lou took one look and said, now I know why I didn't die. Breakfast at the Highway Cafe. Coffee and eggs at the start of the day. Jukebox playing while the night rolls away. Breakfast at the Highway Cafe. Had an old rocker playing low. Soon every spoon started tapping in a row. Waitress laughed, don't start that again. Last Saturday you boys danced till nearly 10. Old Joe stood up and gave one little spin. Rosie clapped twice and the room joined in. Nobody danced long, we were tired and sore. But rock and roll found us one time more. Some folks meet at midnight, some folks meet at noon. Highway people meet whenever work gives room. Coffee makes us human, breakfast makes us strong, and one little jukebox makes the morning sing along. Checks came down and chairs scraped back. Truckers grabbed jackets from the rack. One by one those engines woke. Morning air filled up with rolling smoke. Joe headed west, Rosie turned north. Johnny and Lou both headed forth. I climbed into Cobalt Blue once more. Waved to that cafe from the driver's door. Breakfast at the Highway Cafe. Coffee and eggs at the start of the day. Jukebox playing while the night rolls away. Breakfast at the Highway Cafe. Hot toast, black brew. Good morning, highway, we're coming through. Breakfast at the Highway Cafe. Then we're rolling again today. Same time tomorrow, you know it. Same time tomorrow, you know it. that's all. 20 miles to home. Come on, old blue. Been gone 6 days and 1,000 miles. Dust on my boots, but I'm wearing a smile. Morning sun climbing through the windshield glass. Every little highway sign is counting down fast. 30 miles back I knew every tree. Now every field looks familiar to me. Old white church standing over the hill, and the little gas station where the road bends still. 20 miles, the 19, prettiest numbers I've ever seen. Home is 20 miles away, 20 little miles at the end of the day. Cobalt wheels carry me through, there's somebody waiting and I'm coming to you. Home is 20 miles away, no more freight, no more delay. Turn that radio up and let it play. Home is 20 miles away. Past Miller's farm where the red barn stands. Old man Miller raised one of his hands. He knows my truck by that cobalt shine. Seen me coming home 100 different times. Little league field on the edge of town. Two boys chasing an old ball around. I remember playing on that very ground before I ever heard a big truck sound. Home is 20 miles away, 20 little miles at the end of the day. Cobalt wheels carry me through, there's somebody waiting and I'm coming to you. Come on, piano. We're nearly home. 10 miles now and my heart beats fast. All those lonely midnight roads are past. Stopped at a light beside the grocery store. Lady on the corner said, been gone again more. I laughed and said, only 6 long days. She said, your girl has been counting them anyway. Light turned green and I rode along. Radio playing my favorite rocking song. 5 miles, 4 miles, 3 and 2. Every turn leads back to you. One more hill, one more bend. That's where every long road ends. Then I saw the roof of our little place, and there on the porch was a familiar face. She lifted both hands when she saw that blue. I hit the horn once and she already knew. Pulled that truck gently beside the drive, cut the engine after keeping her alive. Silence came down and I opened the door. 20 miles became no miles anymore. Home was 20 miles away. Now I'm standing here at the end of the day. Cobalt wheels brought me through every lonely highway, led me back to you. Home was 20 miles away. Now let that old blue truck rest today. Turn the radio low and let it play. I'm finally home today. 20 miles. Now 0. I'm home.
You hear that? Hear what? That motor? That's him. She can hear 100 cars go passing by. Never even looks from the corner of her eye. But somewhere far beyond the county bend, that Cobalt motor starts humming again. She puts down the dishes, walks to the door, says, "That's my baby coming home once more." Mama laughs, "How can you possibly know?" She says, "I know that engine wherever it goes." My baby hears that engine before she sees my lights. She knows that cobalt rumble rolling through the night. 1,000 trucks can pass her, but only one will do. My baby hears that engine and knows I'm coming through. That truck has got a rhythm all its own, little rough shake in the lower tone, high note whistle from the passenger side, and a deep bass growl when I start to climb. Mechanic Lou said I ought to fix that sound. I said, "Don't you dare touch it while she's around." That's how my girl knows when I'm nearly home. That crooked little rumble is our telephone. My baby hears that engine before she sees my lights. She knows that cobalt rumble rolling through the night. Let that guitar rumble. One night I borrowed Johnny's truck instead. Mine needed brakes and stayed in the shed. Rolled past the house at 8:45. She never moved from that window of mine. I parked outside and knocked on the door. She looked surprised. "Where's your blue truck?" "Where?" I said. "How did you know before I came in?" She laughed. "That ain't your engine." You can change my jacket, you can change my hat, you can paint another truck, but she won't fall for that. She knows every shake, every knocking tone. That cobalt motor is my calling home. Next afternoon, old Blue was running fine. Lou had those brakes working right on time. I fired that engine and he shook his head. "Still sounds funny." "Leave it," I said. 20 miles later at the county road, I gave that motor just a little load. Before I reached the driveway, there she stood, waiting and smiling like I knew she would. My baby hears that engine before she sees my lights. She knows that cobalt rumble rolling through the night. 1,000 trucks can pass her, but only one will do. My baby hears that engine and knows I'm coming through. My baby hears that engine, yeah, she knows that sound. Don't ever fix that rumble, Lou. Wouldn't dream of it. Look down the highway. There she comes. big blue hood coming over the rise, chrome throwing sunlight into everybody's eyes. 6 days gone through wind and rain, now that Cobalt truck is home again. Neighbors wave from the roadside lane, old blue rolling like a hometown train. Cobalt truck coming home, no more lonely highway to roam. Hear those big wheels sing that song. Cobalt truck coming home, chrome is shining, horn blows strong. Everybody knows where that truck belongs. Cobalt truck coming home, rolling where the heart belongs. Kid on a bicycle chased me down, kept beside the truck halfway through town. Old Joe sat outside the cafe door, raised his coffee cup like he'd done before. Rosie passed me going the other way, hit 2 horns and shouted, welcome home today. Mechanic moved away from the garage bay. Everybody knew I'd been gone away. Cobalt truck coming home, no more lonely highway to roam. Hear those big wheels sing that song. Cobalt truck coming home. Saxophone! Woo! Welcome home! Piano! Turned down Main where the jukebox store had a new record hanging by the door. Radio inside was playing loud and clear, rock and roll spilling into the morning air. I slowed that truck for half a block, tapped the wheel to that backbeat rock. Man on the sidewalk yelled, turn it high, so I opened the window as I rolled on by. Coming home, coming home, big blue truck coming home, coming home, highway miles coming home, coming home, woo, rock and roll, coming home, roll. Then there she was at the edge of the drive, best looking sight to a man alive. I pulled that Cobalt rig around, turned that big old engine down, but before the motor went quiet and still, I gave 1 horn blast across that hill, because every highway I'd ever known sounded a little sweeter coming home. Cobalt truck coming home, no more lonely highway to roam. Hear those big wheels sing that song. Cobalt truck coming home, chrome is shining, horn blows strong. Everybody knows where that truck belongs. Cobalt truck, Cobalt truck, Cobalt truck, Cobalt truck coming home. Home safe, that's what matters. Day off over? Yep. New load ready? Yep. Then what are you waiting for? Roll! Wash that truck underneath the morning sun, checked every tire for another long run, filled up the tank and polished the chrome. Funny how leaving feels good after being home. Baby packed coffee and kissed my cheek, said try coming back sometime this week. I laughed, I'll do the best I can, then climbed aboard like a highwayman. Turn that key, hear a call, big blue wheels ready to haul. Keep that blue rig rolling, keep those big wheels going. Highways wide and the morning's fine, keep that Cobalt truck on the line.
Charlie had the papers for me. Denver freight due Thursday night. I said load her up, everything's alright. Forklift moved and the trailer filled, morning air with the engine still. Then Charlie slapped that trailer door. See you next week, maybe before. Keep that blue rig rolling, keep those big wheels going. Highways wide and the morning's fine. Keep that Cobalt truck on the line. Let's hit the road. Saw Johnny rolling about 10 miles west. Young boy driving like one of the best. He hit the horn and pulled alongside. For half a mile we took that road in stride. Rosie came through on the opposite lane. Blue rig shining after last night's rain. 3 different drivers, 3 different loads, all chasing life on American roads. Keep it rolling, roll. Keep it rocking, rock. Keep it moving, go. Cobalt Blue, steal the show. Some ask why I don't settle down, find one job in one little town. Maybe someday, but not today. There's too much highway stretching away. Every load brings another face, another diner and another place. And when that radio hits that beat, I know this old road is still calling me. Keep that blue rig rolling, keep those big wheels going. Highways wide and the morning's fine. Keep that Cobalt truck on the line. Keep that blue rig rolling, rock and roll radio blowing. East or west, rain or shine. Keep that blue rig rolling down the line. Roll, rock, Cobalt Blue. Next stop, Denver. Go. Go. 40 songs, a million miles, and we ain't done yet. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. From the first Blue Thunder when the engine fired through 1,000 blacktop miles and tires. Coffee at midnight, sunrise gold. Every road gave us another story told. We met old Joe with his million miles. Rosie rolling with that highway smile. Johnny learned how to carry a load, and Luke kept everybody on the road. We rocked through rain, we rolled through night. Chrome kept shining under morning light. Rock and roll forever, highwayman. Keep those big wheels rolling across the lane. Cobalt Blue and a radio song. Rock and roll highway, keep rolling on. Rock and roll forever, highwayman. Slap that bass just as hard as you can. Turn that guitar up, let that piano slam. Rock and roll forever, highwayman. Saturday night at the truck stop floor, nobody could sit when the saxophone roared. Diesel, moon, and neon signs. Radio static between the county lines. 20 tons climbing through the mountain air. 2 little headlights when nobody was there. A waitress in blue and a light back home. Moon laying silver across the chrome. Rock and roll forever, highwayman. Keep those big wheels rolling across the land. Cobalt Blue and a radio song. Rock and roll highway, keep rolling on. Light it up. nights loud, some little diners became a crowd. But every mile underneath those wheels taught a working man how freedom feels.
What keeps rolling?
Big blue wheels.
What keeps rocking?
Rock and roll.
What keeps burning?
Highway soul. How long? Forever. Roll it, Joe. Rock it, Rosie. Drive it, Johnny. Fix it, Lou. Everybody on that highway, this one's for you. Maybe someday that blue truck rests, chrome turns dull and the highway forgets. Maybe my hands won't hold this wheel, maybe those long roads won't feel so real. But somewhere there'll be another young kid turning a radio dial like I once did. He'll hear that guitar and understand why rock and roll belongs to the highwayman. So fire that engine, turn those lights on bright. We've still got highway left tonight. Rock and roll forever, highwayman. Keep those big wheels rolling across the land. Cobalt blue and a radio song. Rock and roll highway, keep rolling on. Oh, rock and roll forever, highwayman. Slap that bass just as hard as you can. Guitar screaming, piano slamming, saxophone blowing, and the whole road jamming. Rock and roll.